Hi everybody, this is Bonnie from bonniescreativeplace.stampinup.net, and if you'd like to purchase any of the products that I show you here in the video today, the link is in the description box below. And we are here with our final week, 10 weeks of Halloween, and this is the one that we're going to end it with. I thought, well, you know, you might have got invited to a Halloween party and you're like last minute and you're like, what am I going to do? I just don't want to give them like, take just anything. So you grab a bottle of wine or something and you can whip up this little tag and throw it on top of it and there you go. And you're off and it looks cute and everybody will be oohing and on over it. So I thought we would make this cute little wine tag. So here we go. Let's get started on how we made this Halloween card. First thing that we did, I should say, we got a new puppy, if you guys haven't noticed, or if I haven't mentioned it in other videos. So I should say, full disclosure, if you hear people yelling at the puppy in the background, I'm very sorry, but they are making him mind, and you know how puppies are. So the first things that we need are, for the base, you need a piece. This is, what color is this? Gorgeous Grape, I believe. Yeah, Gorgeous Grape. This is Gorgeous Grape paper, and this is 9.5 by 2.5 inches wide. You need one of them, and then you need some Designer Series paper, and this came from the Pretty Posy pack. So if you have that, this is just a piece of the gray like paper that's in there. And this piece is 9.25 by 2.25. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to apply these two pieces together. Yes, puppies and training puppies is like going back to having a newborn. How many of you can relate to that? I'll tell you, a lot of work. And I did leave about 1/4 inch all the way around the video. Or around. I did leave 1/4 inch all the way around the perimeter of the base of the card. So now we got to bring in our score in tool. And we are going to score at 2 inches. So I'm putting this right here. I'm left-handed. I know it's upside down. So I'm putting it in, and I'm going to give it a good score. So I'm going to kind of go over it a couple times because I am going through 2 thicknesses of cardstock. So we want to get that out of the way. And then we're going to fold this over, and then I need the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. Excuse my arm if it's in the way because I forgot to get it out. And we're just going to kind of eyeball the center. I mean, it's pretty darn close here. You can do this. This is another little trick that I've done where you punch this out like that. Excuse the dogs barking. And then you... Okay. So anyways, what you're going to do is you could take a little piece of paper, put some removable adhesive on it, and put this right down on here like this, and then you center it. Then you can put this in here and punch this right out. Okay? And then you have that scored down. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to decorate. That's the hole that'll go over your wine bottle. So now we're going to go ahead and decorate this piece up. So what I did was I brought in some, the spider web. I should tell you the stamps I'm using. I'm using 2 sets of stamps. I'm using the Festive Corners stamp, and we're going to use this little spider web that's right here, and this little spider and the word spooky. Then I brought in this stamp set for this little bat, the Banner Year stamp set. So I'm going to be using that little bat down there. So first of all, let's get started. And we do need Post-it note. Now you can do this ahead of time, but I just found it easier just to grab a piece of Post-it note, and wherever I decide to stamp my little, I don't want it to go on my purple so I'm going to put it down. So that's what I'm going to do. So here we go. I'm going to put a piece of this Post-it note, double thickness here, and we're going to put one right along this edge for now. We'll work over here for a minute. Okay. And we're going to stamp this up with the Memento black ink. You can use StazOn. You can really use whatever color black ink that you want to use, but and I try to get it as close as I can. I'm trying to get this way over right next to that Post-it note. So it looks like that. Now my piece didn't come out because I think I was stamping on top of that, which I should have known to move, but I can draw that back in, so it's not a big deal. Now we're going to come right down here, and we're going to do it down here at the bottom. Let's see if we can line this up. There we go. Well, let's get it in the camera view. It's bigger than most of my projects that I work with. I think I have you guys zoomed all the way out. Let me double check, make sure. No, I don't. Now you could see it better. Okay. And again, I'm going to line this up as much as I can. I want the little, I want that line off the page. So, and I don't want to have it and then push down towards the, good thing I went up size. So now I have that one, and then I got one more that I did right over here. You can do all this beforehand. I probably did it beforehand, but my brain was saying put it together. So this is a solution to figuring it out and getting it so that it is right. I know this time I'm going to do it upside down and as close as I can on here. There we go. I'll peel that right off. So that came out pretty cool. So we're done with the spider web now. Now we're going to bring in the bat. And I'm going to bring in a little bat. And I'm going to stamp one. Make sure he's good and stamped everywhere. And he is. And I'm going to stamp one right here. And let the paper soak it up. And then I got one right about here. Right there. Then I'm going to bring in the word spooky. Make sure it's good and stamped up. And I kind of got him almost down here to the bottom. Let's stamp him. I know, we can't wait to get to the little punch art Dracula, can you? Me neither, because I like him. And now we're going to do the spider. Now, the one spider that's right here, I just attached him right to the corner of that. Just like that. And he didn't come out very dark, but that's okay. I can fill him in with a blend or something. And then this one here, I tried to, and again, I need my piece of scrap or Post-it note, whatever you got here. And I attached it right to the end of the line that was still on there. Now when you peel that away, it looks like he's crawling down. Now I have a spider here, and I have a spider. I'm going to try to put that spider right in that area where I made the mistake. So I'm stamping up the spider as much as I can here. And I'm going to bring in my Post-it note. And I've got the spider kind of right on the nest here. And I don't want that long. I'm going to try to zoom in because I want you guys to see what I'm doing. If I can get it all in the camera. Okay. I think this is good. All right. I'm going to try and line this up with this little line that's going across there. Now, I want the spider right about here. And I don't want the line that's on the spider. It's kind of hard not to get the line. And but I want all the legs. If I get a little bit, it's okay, because it might look like part of the web. But just in case I had anything left on here, see how I had that little bit of ink left on here from making the other spiders? I wanted to make sure I put a piece of paper down so that it didn't get in with that. And now we're going to kind of do the same thing over here with this one, and I'm going to just try to figure out where I want it, because I want them here, so I'm putting them in a different spot. And when I stamp this up, I'm just stamping the edge of the spider and kind of making sure that that's all I got. And then I'm going to put him right there. And hopefully it'll work. Hopefully it's working. There we go. There we go. And I hid my little boo-boo, so I don't have to worry. I would have had him up here normally, but I got him right here, so I kind of hid my little boo-boo. So that's good. So see, there's always ways to fix them. So let me zoom you back out. Whoop. Here we go. And now it's time to do our little Dracula here. Alrighty. So for the Dracula, we got all our stamping done. We need some scrap cherry cobbler, some scrap whisper white, some scrap very vanilla, and we need some scrap black, which I will explain this when we get there. So first of all, let's get using our die cutting machine, because we have to cut out some stuff to create this little guy. So we will get out the die cutting machine. This is very new. It came out in September, and if you guys haven't had a chance to purchase it, there's still time, and I love it. So to do our we need platform 1, platform 2, platform 3, and we will also need another platform 3. And we're gonna bring in the cherry cobbler, and I am using the triangle, the right triangle dies is what I'm using. That blends, it goes with the triangle, the right triangles on page 35 in the main catalog, if you're interested in what it goes with. And I'm using down here, they have the set, I'm using the second biggest one in. So I'm going to put that right on here, and we're going to crank that through. We got that piece. Now I have these 2 dies here, and I'll show them to you in the camera in just a minute, that come out of that same set. There's this little flag type. Can you see it? Let me zoom in. There's this little flag type die, and then there's this little itty bitty one that they have in there that comes in the kit, and we're going to put this down, and we're going to run them through. So we have our pieces there. Now we need a 2-inch circle, and we're going to punch that out in the very vanilla. So we got that punched out. And then you will also need to punch out a piece in the basic black, and then you're going to cut it in half. So we got that piece here, like that. Okay. Then we need 2 of these in the white right there, and that is a 3/8 of a circle punch, and Stampin' Up! Does not sell that size punch anymore. And then you just need a standard hand punch and a scrap piece of whisper white, and you're going to need 2 of these. So that's just a standard held hand punch. I'm not even sure what size this one is. I'm assuming it's the standard. It's the only one that I have. It's just a regular standard hand punch. So you need 2 of those. So we have all our parts. So now let's start putting this little guy together. The first thing you got to do is you got to take a 1-inch circle punch, and you're going to put it in. I'm going to try to get this on the camera. I'm going to put it in so it's right, like the edge of this. See how the edge of this is right on the edge? Right there. But not all the way down. Probably that far down. Now I'm showing you this farther away. I would normally have this right up close to my face. So I punched another one just in case I screwed this one up. So you're going to punch this out like that. So you're going to get that kind of a look. And see, I didn't go over far enough. You want it over just a little bit more. And then you're going to bring this one in. You're going to line it up. Because I didn't go over far enough, this is not going to line up perfectly. And you're going to punch out that piece. Now see, this is definitely not the size. Let me try it one more time and I'll get it closer to me so you guys can see it, because it's hard for me to do it so far away. So we're going to take a piece of black. We're going to take the 2-inch circle punch, punch it out, take a pair of scissors, just eyeball it, cut it in half like that. Then I'm going to get this closer to myself and then I'll bring it back on the camera. And you're going to want to line just the edge. You want it lined up right on the edge there because you want a nice little point and about that far down. And you're going to punch it out. So that, I might have been right on the edge, but maybe just in a little bit more. It's a learning game. Play with your play on scrap paper. That's what I say. And there. Now this isn't too bad. You could trim this right here like that. Oops, I have a piece of that. And trim it right there. Now that's fine. I would use that. I just trimmed it up a little bit. But this is the one that I had, that I pre-did ahead of time. So we're going to start putting these eyes together. We're going to need take our pick tool. I love this tool. We're going to bring in our liquid glue. This is the same glue as the multi-purpose glue. As I've said in previous videos, just in case you're new, I love that glue, but I just had a lot of extra. And so I put it all in this little bottle because I can squeeze this bottle a little easier than I can that one to get the excess out. So now I'm just going to put a little dab right at the bottom. My little vampire. Oh, you guys can't even see what I did. I'm sorry. Well, it's kind of like what I did when I did the little, see, I got my little eyes together there. Sorry that was off camera. So now let's take this little guy and we're going to attach it where it goes. We're going to put a little, let me make sure I got this on the right side though. Can't tell when it, yes, I do. Okay, you guys make sure you're in the camera. We're just going to put a little bit of adhesive right along, well, liquid glue. And then we're going to pick this up. We're going to put it down right there. And I probably could have gone up a little farther, but my head is going to hide this, so I think we'll be okay. Now we're going to work on our little vampire here. And I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this. Pick this up. Maybe. And then we'll just pick a spot on our hat or on our head. Make sure it's all, you know, on there pretty good. While you got wiggle room, move them around. So we got that. Now we're going to put our little eyes, and they're kind of like right here together. Okay. Put this one right here. And put this one over here. Okay. And now we're going to just take a black Stamp and Write marker, basic gray or basic black, whatever one that you have. Oop, not that end. We want this end, the writing end. And we're just going to draw kind of a happy face. So it looks like that. A little crooked, but we'll be okay. Now I'm taking this and I'm making little fangs out of it. That's why I did this. I cut one like that. And then we're going to cut another one. Right like that also. Okay. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on. There's really no right or wrong what side, so I'm just going to put it on the backs of these. Hopefully it stays down. Then we're going to take our little take your pick tool and pick it up right there. I hope this picked up. Okay, I had to flip it over. And we're going to put one right here. I know it's probably not picking it up the greatest. I don't know. I'll pick it up and bring it closer to you. His little fangs. I would have this so close to me. This looks awful. But ain't he cute? He's coming out cute. There's the little fangs. So now what I did was, I have chalk. You can use a blend. You could use a mark or whatever. But I just thought he needed a little bit of color in him. So I just have this Q-tip and some crushed up chalk in a little container here that I love to use. And I just sprinkle this around. Stampin' Up! Used to sell chalk. That's what this is some of their chalk that they had. And I put the pink in here because it has crumbled through over the years. And I just need a little bit for my cheeks. So then I put some on my cheeks. And now we're going to pop this up off from here. And then we're going to put this right here on that little thing. And then where's our card? Right here. We're going to put him on here. And then, well, we got to add, I'm like, what is missing? Bring in the gel pen. I told you that I like Stampin' Up! His different kinds of gel pens. And this is my ultimate favorite gel pen. When I'm doing fine line gel stitching, I call it. So I'm going to do dot, and I forgot to do this. So this definitely should have been done before we popped it up onto the dimensionals. But I didn't, and so it might look a little wonky. I can't push as hard. And then I just added, you know, a couple dots, straight line, just to give them a little bit of something. Okay. And now we're going to go, and now we're going to add them over here onto our little wine bottle. And we're just going to use some snail. I keep calling it snail. It's Stampin' Seal. I will get it eventually. And this is going to hang off just like that. Okay, but it's missing its bow, so we need to get its bow. And where I got the bow from was from the Playful Puppies Trimming Combo Pack, and I used this little, the black and the white. And we're going to add this, glue that right on here, on the back of our bow. Peel it off, tuck it under if we have to a little bit. And then we're just going to put him, give him his little bow tie. So there you go, guys, and I hope you tried this. I mean, it's so fun. If nothing else, the little punch art Dracula would be cute on a card even. So, I mean, this has been fun. I've really enjoyed doing the 10 weeks of Halloween. I hope you guys have. Give me the thumbs up, leave comments. I this is my first year of doing 10 weeks of it. I've normally just done like a video here, a video there of little characters and stuff, but I really enjoyed doing the 10 weeks. And if you guys enjoyed them, let me know. I am going to be starting, if I haven't already started, 10 weeks of Christmas, and I've got lots of great stuff there. So make sure you're checking that out too. And thank you guys, and thanks for coming along with me, and thank you for all your support. If you want to hit the little pink button down in the right hand corner, that will let you subscribe to my future videos. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.